Hey everyone, welcome back to another Friday recap here on the Bowden Experience. Hope you had an amazing week. I hope that you have had some time to just hang with family. Maybe you've been able to catch up on things. Maybe your state, wherever you're living, is opening back up, or maybe you're not, and maybe you're just been hanging out with family at home. Whatever it is, I hope that you've had an amazing week. I know for me, it's been a crazy week, and I will get into that in a second because I don't know if I can just say it all right now. So I'm trying to put this all into a nice box, I guess. First off, if you listen to my podcast yesterday, you'll know that you'll kind of already know what I'm about to talk about, but also if you listen to my podcast, you know I have one more podcast episode next week, and I'll have one more Friday recap. The reason why is because I fly out the 19th, which is a Friday, which means obviously Friday recap not happening, and an episode of the podcast would be really hard to finish the day before. So really, that's kind of what's going on with that. But the news is that Hungary just announced yesterday that they're going into a full lockdown for about 2 weeks to kind of cut the curve of COVID, kind of what other countries have done. You know how the drill is. We've been through this. It's kind of crazy because about a year ago is when I arrived, and within a week they were doing the exact same thing they're doing now. So it's kind of interesting for me. But besides that, this caused me to change some plans. So originally I was going to stay until the 11th, which was a Thursday here at Word of Life Hungary. I was going to finish up some of the projects I had to do, say my goodbyes, those kind of things. And then the 12th, I was going to go spend the rest of the time with Rebecca and her family. And then I would fly out the 19th. But with the new restrictions, it's becoming a lot harder. It was going to become a lot harder to somehow get there without either breaking restriction rules or even just finding the time to do that. So after talking with leadership, we realized that the best thing would be for me to leave here on a Sunday and the 7th, and then go travel with Rebecca and go spend the rest of the 2 weeks that I'm here with her and her family. It's the best of both worlds, I guess. It's tough because obviously today being Friday was really the only day I was able to say goodbye to a lot of people, which is kind of bittersweet. You'll hear more about that next week on the podcast episode, and you'll also hear it the following week on a kind of a thank you video. But definitely was hard. It was a challenge just to try to say goodbye to everyone and to say my thing. And obviously it's different for me because I am coming back in like 4 months, but that's still a long time. It's a lot of time between things. You never know what is going to happen. And it's been a really bittersweet kind of last 24 hours. I'm going to take a walk this afternoon, I took a walk this afternoon. I'm going to. It's at night, Ben. I'm going to be taking a walk. I took a walk this afternoon. I'm sorry. As you can tell, I'm losing it. But I took a walk this afternoon, kind of just to once again, one more time, walk around this property. It's just been a crazy week, and but a good week. And God is still going, and God is still doing His thing. And if you listen to the last couple of podcast episodes, I've been sharing kind of my journey with all of this. So with that, if you notice anything or things change, or I let you know, it's not because of anything going on. It's just a lot of things that are probably happening pretty fast here. So with that, I'm going to move into prayer request. Nothing really too different than, I guess, usual. The main thing is just for my last couple weeks that they'd be fruitful. They would be just a time when I get to spend it with Rebecca and be able to use that time that we have, knowing that in a couple weeks I won't see her for a few months, and it's going to be a challenge, but we know that this is what God has put on our plate, and we're willing to take it and to go with it. No matter how hard it is, we will get through it. But we just pray for us. Pray that we can use this time well, that we can continue to grow together in that as well. And then the second prayer request would be just with my flight and everything, not knowing with this lockdown here in Hungary what that's going to do for flights out. According to everyone I've talked to, it looks like it'll be okay. It looks like I'll be able to fly out on the 19th. But be praying for that. It's a lot of stress for me personally, just because I don't deal well with things at the last minute. Can you switch? It's probably tell. And so this is definitely going to be a challenge for me, just to continue to enjoy my time here, but also be able to make sure things are getting done on that end. Finally, pray for Word of Life. My time here has been an absolute pleasure. It's been amazing. Today's really the last day of work in Word of Life for me. It's been the last couple nights here of me sleeping here, and it's truly bittersweet. It's been an amazing time. I've grown so much, and I can't wait to spend the summertime coming back here and helping when I get the chance to help with camps, and other times obviously I'll come back. But I really has been an amazing time. And so be praying for them as they're continuing to work through these new restrictions that is going to cause probably more different things to happen, and pray that they continue to get back where they need to be financially and ministry wise. We all know that God's in control. We just have to sit back and let God take control, and allow him to truly control the narrative that he wants and what he knows is right for all of us. And so I challenge you all as well to continue just living out the gospel. And no matter how tough it's going to get in your state or in your country, that it's going to get better. Like, God has got this. God has, he's going to take care of this. How long it's going to take, who knows? But God is going to continually give us what we need to have in order for us to live out his mission. So once again, I just want to say thank you. And once again, I want to remind you, I want to say that if you've loved these videos, if you loved Friday Recaps, my podcast, my other videos, then hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And this will allow you to not only see everything that's going on, but allow me to get my message out to more people. And hopefully it will be an encouragement to you as well. So once again, I remind you of this. We serve an amazing God, that he is faithful. We can trust him. And as always, we'll talk next time.